But what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you the two different passages, and you can decide if they're saying the same thing. And we're just going to focus on the Hebrew male servant, Exodus 21, and then I'm going to go to Leviticus 25 and just see if these two ideas conflict at all in your mind. If you buy a Hebrew servant, he shall serve 6 years. In the 7th, he shall go out free without paying anything. If he comes in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he is married, then his wife shall go out with him. If his master gives him a wife, and she bears him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her master's, and he shall go out by himself. Then it says later, if a man strikes his servant or his maid with a rod, and he dies under his hand, the man shall surely be punished. Notwithstanding, if his servant gets up after a day or two, he shall not be punished, for his servant is his property. And then we go to Leviticus chapter 25, verse 39. If your brother has grown poor among you and sells himself to you, you must not make him serve as a slave. As a hired servant and as a temporary resident, he shall be with you. He shall serve with you until the year of Jubilee. So if he sells himself to you, you shall not make him serve as a slave. Originally, it did seem like they were owned as a slave, but maybe that's just where the wording is a little bit funny. Then he shall go out from you, he and his children with him, and shall return to his own family and to the possessions of his father. So this must be the children that he came in with, that he goes out with. But if he makes children there, he can't leave with them. And the master can own him for life if the guy decides to do that. So is he a hired servant for life? Like he will never go free? He'll be his property for life? These cause some sort of a rub in my mind. I have a hard time reconciling these two things, because here it says, if you buy a Hebrew servant, so you are buying him, you shall not rule over him with harshness, but fear your God. If you are beating someone to the point where they are just getting up after a day or two, I'm sorry, but that's harsh. There's no way around it. If you wanted to not be harsh with someone, don't beat them. Just say you can't beat this person who's your hired servant, who you pay regularly. Anyway, I feel like those two passages are contradicting each other.